Yeah. Listen up, it's time to talk. No more hiding behind lies. Let's take a walk. Can't take much more, your bullshit gets old. You claim you're an award winner, but your heart's ice cold. Fraud and deception, that's your playbook, my dude. Stuffing ballot boxes, you're just stealing the mood. You're not a journalist, nah, you're just a blogger. Wanna be on top, but you're playing the wrong card here. Change the game, now you flip the script. More despicable every day, got your whole life flipped. Turtleboy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth tells, cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. Turtleboy, you made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Turtleboy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. A baker broke and he stands tall. Ain't that the truth? Locked in the battle with the heart of gold. Got proof, Down syndrome. Never a reason to attack. You act like a coward hiding in your own whack. You call it journalism, but I see through your game. Pathetic little loser, you should be ashamed. Turn the mirror, see the monster that you grown. Can't wash the dirt, it's forever on your throne. Turtleboy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Turtleboy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Standing with Aiden, Kate, the will, no thanks. You're marching down a path where nobody gives thanks. Ray from Dallas into McHale, recruit too. Associate to mess with nothing good to pursue. Shirley Max, we heard the toughest cries, mama's pain, but you drowned them all out, left them lost in the rain. You created the shit you're sitting in now. The world ain't your playground, so take a bow. Can we keep it real? Let's break it down clear. You're not even close to the truth, you just disappear. So hold your breath, think about what you've done. Living in your fantasy, but you're weighing the ton. No applause for the fraud, no crown for the fool. This is from your boy, let the truth be the tool. We can't take much more, and neither should you. Time to face the truth, it's the least you can do. Shut it down, Turtleboy, let the real ones rise. This the gritty anthem, no more disguise. Turtleboy, na 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 na.
Yeah, you know what it is. This vibe, this energy. We going where the heart takes us.
Like a predator rises high, feel the rhythm in the air. Your voice pulls me closer, like a whisper in despair. A muse that paints my vision, keeping secrets untold. Can't help but follow echoes that your soul has sold. Just like a moment that we chase, the sacred, don't you see? In the shadows, in the light, where you find the real me. Mysteries unfold, every word you cast a spell. Got my heart racing, girl, you know me all too well. Just like a prayer, your voice can't take me there. Lift me up in the beat, make me fly without a care. Just like
Yeah, it's real out here. Listen up. Only thing they respect is violence. No silence in the streets. Cut you on the phone, ghost you quick. That's how the game repeats. Real ones move in silence. Watch your back with every step. If you don't walk like a gangster, they gon' test you. Don't forget, yo. If you a rap, they'll cut you. Think it's cool while you live, but when a young one comes to rip your face up, that's karma, no myth. Man, life's a brutal lesson. Hear the toughest cry for mama, giving you honor. But in that cell, you know you're gonna suffer. Cats doing life for something small, a little less sale in the max. Counting Super Bowls, wishing for that freedom trail. Rule number one, choose your comrades wisely. Dog, speak not with your eyes see. Keep eyes peeled in the fog. Punks trying to turn you out. Sneak thieves lurking for your route. When you leave, they'll take your everything. That's what it's all about. CEOs always want to test. Nerds turn bullies back in high. Survival of the fittest. Never trust. Keep your circle. Life's a brutal lesson. Hear the toughest cry for mama, giving you honor. But in that cell, you know you're gonna suffer.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. What's going on? Welcome. North Shore crew always in the building, man. So much damn snow out there. I open my back door. It's got to be 6 feet high with the snow drifts. I'm like, God damn. Crazy, man. The song you just heard, man, they only respect the violence, pretty much letting Turtle Boy know what it's gonna be like just in case he is ever convicted. His first stop will probably be like a Shirley Max, right? But we'll play that song again. And then our next one, man, Blogger Exposed, that's over on the YouTube channel. But Turtle Boy Exposed, let's go.
Yeah. Listen up, it's time to talk. No more hiding behind lies. Let's take a walk. Can't take much more, your bullshit gets old. You claim you're an award winner, but your heart's ice cold. Fraud and deception, that's your playbook, my dude. Stuffing ballot boxes, you're just stealing the mood. You're not a journalist, nah, you're just a blogger. Wanna be on top, but you're playing the wrong card here. Change the game, now you flip the script. More despicable, every day got your whole life flipped. Turtle Boy, where you see through the mask you wear. Truth still cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. Turtle Boy, you made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Turtle Boy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. A baker broke and he stands tall. Ain't that the truth? Locked in the battle with the heart of gold. Got proof, Down syndrome. Never a reason to attack. You act like a coward hiding in your own whack. You call it journalism, but I see through your game. Pathetic little loser, you should be ashamed. Turn the mirror, see the monster that you grown. Can't wash the dirt, it's forever on your throne. Turtle Boy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Turtle Boy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Standing with Aiden, Kate the will, no thanks. You're marching down a path where nobody gives thanks. Ray from Dallas and the McCall recruit too. Associate to mess with nothing good to pursue. Shirley Max, we heard the toughest cries, mama's pain, but you drowned them all out, left them lost in the rain. You created the shit you're sitting in now. The world ain't your playground, so take a bow. Can we keep it real? Let's break it down clear. You're not even close to the truth, you just disappear. So hold your breath, think about what you've done. Living in your fantasy, but you're weighing a ton. No applause for the fraud, no crown for the fool. This is from your boy, let the truth be the tool. We can't take much more, and neither should you. Time to face the truth, it's the least you can do. Shut it down, Turtle Boy. Let the real ones rise. This the gritty anthem. No more disguise. Turtle Boy. Turtle Boy.
God damn. Good looking. I used to plow a couple years back, even got carbon monoxide poisoning one day. But what's up, everybody, man? How we doing? Shout out to everyone that returns to the show all the time. Appreciate it. We're just keeping it real, right? Talking our truth with no filter. That's what it is. If you really want to do this, you can't expect to make friends. JFK said once that he should have never let Aiden on his show, and I totally agree. You know what I mean? But shout out to them guys. Shout out to James Jackson. What the fuck was that? Oh yes. Let me see if I get. Where is it? There's your boy Aiden by the Christmas tree with the Karen Reed picture behind him. He said, What did he say? Let me get that comment back up there. He said, what the fuck was that? A screamy scrub in his drawers by a Christmas tree. Yep, that is the turtle. No way we're going to talk about that. Turtleboy, no way he's going to get a documentary deal, a movie deal. I mean, outside of the Worcester area, Massachusetts, nobody even knows who Turtleboy is. I mean, they're like, my eyes, take it off the screen. You know, no one even knows who this dude is outside of the area, outside of the Karen Reed movement. You know, I mean, and according, you know, for YouTube, it's not even that big, the Karen Reed movement, you know, comparing. I mean, there's so many things like who is, you know, maybe it sounded good at the time. Oh, let's do a TV movie, you know, let's do a TV movie, you know, and a lot of people that might have sounded good. But who is Turtleboy, man? That's a movie deal that will never, ever happen. You know, that movie deal will never happen. But before we get into that, we're going to play another true award-winning journalist. You can go over to my YouTube channel, the one you're on now, and check this out. This was just put up this morning. So we're going to play this real quick.
Time to talk. No more hiding behind lies. Let's take a walk. Can't take much more, your bullshit gets old. You claim you're an award winner, but your heart's ice cold. Fraud and deception, that's your playbook, my dude. Stuffing ballot boxes, you're just stealing the mood. You're not a journalist, nah, you're just a blogger. Wanna be on top, but you're playing the wrong card here. Change the game, now you flip the script. More despicable every day, got your whole life flipped. Turtleboy, where you see through the mask you wear. Truth still cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. Turtleboy, you made this mess, you drown in your life.
We're gonna run that back.
Listen up, it's time to talk. No more hiding behind lies. Let's take a walk. Can't take much more, your bullshit gets old. You claim you're an award winner, but your heart's ice cold. Fraud and deception, that's your playbook, my dude. Stuffing ballot boxes, you're just stealing the mood. You're not a journalist, nah, you're just a blogger. Wanna be on top, but you're playing the wrong card here. Change the game, now you flip the script. More despicable every day, got your whole life flipped. Turtleboy, where you see through the mask you wear. Truth still cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. Turtleboy, you made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Turtleboy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. If Baker broke and he stands tall, ain't that the truth? Locked in the battle with the heart of gold. Got proof, Down syndrome, never a reason to attack. You act like a coward hiding in your own whack. You call it journalism, but I see through your game. Pathetic little loser, you should be ashamed. Turn the mirror, see the monster that you grown. Can't wash the dirt, it's forever on your throne. Turtleboy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Turtleboy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Standing with Aiden, Kate, the will, no thanks. You're marching down a path where nobody gives thanks. Ray from Dallas into McHale, recruit too. Associate to mess with nothing good to pursue. Shirley Max, we heard the toughest cries, mama's pain, but you drowned them all out, left them lost in the rain. You created the shit you're sitting in now. The world ain't your playground, so take a bow. Can we keep it real? Let's break it down clear. You're not even close to the truth. You disappear, so hold your breath, think we're done. Living in your fantasy, your way in a ton. No applause for the fraud, no crown for the fool. This is from your boy, let the truth be the tool. We can't take much more, and neither should you. Time to face the truth, it's the least you can do. Shut it down, Turtleboy, let the real ones rise.
award-winning journalist. Go check that over on the YouTube page. But what is up, everybody? We back with another banger. That's right, talking about the truth. But appreciate everybody. Yeah, this dude, man, a movie deal and Turtle Boy. No way, that's like the friggin' movie deal that is never gonna happen. And if you've been following me, I'm gonna break it down and give it to you. Pretty much. Pause. Break it down and basically tell you how this whole movie thing is gonna work. Shout out to my man Tommy. I ain't gonna put his last name out there, but he just put out a great movie, filmed in Rhode Island about the patriarch mob called the Bonded Vault Heist. Check that out. It's over there on, I think they got it on YouTube, a couple other platforms, but a real good true mob movie. But yeah, Turtle Boy compelling pitches. Do we really believe they have a legitimate movie deal? It's just like Meredith put him out the other day talking about, oh, you're buying a house. Did you tell him you had legal issues? And I guarantee he didn't put that on the mortgage paperwork, or his writer didn't put that. But a movie, a cinematic movie, nah. Hollywood, no. Maybe a discount, are they gonna film it with an iPhone? Maybe. But like I put in the description, man, I'm not here to crush trash barrel, tuberculosis, whatever you want to call him. But some dreams just come pre-crushed, and that happened way before I came around. That happened way before he decided to stop blogging. His dreams were pre-crushed. Basically, probably the day he came in. Oh, yeah, we talked about the Will Henry, the one he got the 10 years for, the 10-year suspended sentence. Oh, we talked about that. Another loser. Another loser, allegedly in the movie of the Turtle Boy. Little man don't want to realize the free Karen Reed movement that was moving successfully before he came along and hijacked it has totally moved on without him. At least Karen will get the money at her fundraiser. That's right. And doesn't he still owe her $5,000? Allegedly, we will put that out there. It'll be on DVD for $1.99 in the bargain bin at Walmart. Don't forget the Family Dollar. They all have them little job lot. The Obama books that never made it, the Biden books that they tried to put out there, who really killed JFK, all them horrible books that never really went anywhere. You can definitely find them over there. But let's talk about why this movie project is gonna go nowhere. Hey Turtle, put up the $5,200 you owe her. I'll tell you what though, if somebody's sitting back and just watching all this, I mean, this guy has committed a lot of crimes just on his own platform. Look at the legal fund, his law fund. I mean, take a look at that. And I put out a video out there. You can go back and check it out. I think it was a very good let me see. So little man, I'm just on my other computer. I got another screen over here. I got a camera. Let me see. You can't even see me. Oh, where's my hand? All right. You can't even see me. Maybe this hand. All right. I got a screen over there. My camera is over here. You know what I mean? I got another computer like right next to the camera because the camera is not shot off that camera. Now for my computer over there, I got two more cameras over there. And I got all these lights. And that's why these $3 sunglasses, they're not on to be cool. I'm not trying to be cool, see? Got lights right here. See the reflection? So it's not to be cool. It's on my green screens behind me because I'm really not in the city skyline. There was a comment that gave me another truth in a little bit. Yeah, he definitely did. The only way he gets a documentary if Karen Reed is not going to join him. That will never ever happen. And I'm sure you know that. I'm sure you're definitely aware of that. Glare had his license suspended for 10 years because of DUI charges. When Glare got pulled over, he ran from the police. I actually, if you, where did I post it? If you go back on my Twitter page, if you have my Twitter, it's Can We Keep It Real, except for a 2, no L, 2. They didn't have Can We Keep It Real. But if you go on my Twitter and you go back, I got to look for it. I won't be able to find it now, but and the whole Morbid things. You mentioned Morbid and Ray from Dallas kind of stuck a chord with me because I remember back in the day, the Glare used to always have like a sidekick with him that was off screen that was able, to pick up his slack. You know, but come on, Hollywood don't buy chaos. They buy stories, and where is there a story over here? Well, I'll tell you, Mikey, you have more cameras on you right now than Turtle Boy ever will, waiting on his non-existent documentary. Oh, that, thank you. I appreciate that. I got some equipment I don't even know what to do with. You're actually right about that. Shout out to Oxymoron. Some creators' lives are nightmares every which way you look. And that's not only in this community. No, that's in a lot of communities, over in the battle rap community, in the exploiting children community. Them guys are really effed up. That's where the glare came from. Imagine that. He came from an exploiting children, like save the children community. Friggin' weirdos. Weirdos. And if you've been following my platform, I stand up against weirdos. I don't like people that hit females. I don't like people that hit kids. I'm all about standing up for the little guy. And if you are gonna be a blogger or you're gonna do this media shit, you can't expect to make friends. I said earlier, JFK, he admits he made a mistake by allowing tuberculosis, trash barrel onto his platform. You know why? Because you wanted to make friends with him. Yes, and that was a big mistake, and you can't expect to make friends. I think a lot of these guys are great, great people. The Young Jerks, I like Mike. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Maybe he's not everybody's cup of tea, but you know what? I like Mike. I hope my computer don't just start doing screwed up shit, but the weather is crazy out there. My cameras just went in and out. But yeah, the weather is horrible. But yeah, so studios, they don't want drama. They can get drama by putting on Twitter. They want like a good narrative. They want a character that grows, that you can learn something from at the end of the movie. What the F do you learn about Turtle Boy at the end of the movie? JFK is doing a live right now. I hate to do lives when JFK does them because, of course, he's going to get a bigger audience, and respect, he should. But yeah, I don't like doing lives when other people. If I knew JFK was doing a live, I probably wouldn't have even done one. But salute to him. Salute to him. But what exactly is the pitch here? A man yelling on the internet for 10 years and then gets arrested? That's not a movie. To Turtle Boy, that's a friggin' Tuesday morning. You know what I mean? Compelling pictures. Shout out to what's his name? Jeff? I mean, imagine Jeff walking into a distribution office, right? Okay, hear me out. And this is what Jeff's going to say. We got a story about a blogger who fights with everyone, everywhere, all the time. And the studio exec is going to blink his eyes and say, you're talking about Twitter. Oh, no, I'm talking about the turtle. Who the fuck is the turtle? No, my work offered us, my work said, if you come in, we'll give you $100 bonus. And I was like, I think I said I wouldn't do it for a $500 bonus because, yeah, it'd be nice, or 200, whatever I said. Even if it was a $500 bonus, my car's buried in the snow. You can't even see it. Like, sometimes you got to think risk versus reward. Yeah, that $500 would come in handy, but what happens if it goes bad? For $500, I just ruined my vehicle. I'm in the hospital, wherever. I'm being life supported. I die. You know, so risk versus reward. And that's something I always use, you know, because I think every man has to have a code. You have to have a code that you live by, that you wake up in the morning, you go to sleep at night, living by that code. And one of them is you have to weigh your risk versus the reward. Is it worth the risk? No, it's not. It's not worth leaving my wife, leaving my kids. You know, and God forbid something happens. You know, so I said, you know what, I'll stay home with my family, you know, and good thing, because I got one of my sons up in Connecticut has no power. My daughter in Charlestown has no power, you know, so I'm home with my family and talking to you guys. So, and people can watch this back later. You know, I wasn't getting there for 500. I know that's right. Absolutely. Risk versus reward, no choice there. Absolutely. But back to this movie deal, right? Who's going to buy this bullshit? Who's the friggin' audience? How big would this audience be? See, Karen Reed's name travels. Yeah, be safe up here. It's bad. I got drifts in my backyard. I'll put some pictures up on Twitter later. I got some pictures back there that I got like a 5-foot fence going. I got a koi pond that used to be an in-ground pool. And the snow's almost up to the top of the fence. No word of a lie. I could throw my daughter out there, one of my grandkids. I wouldn't know where they are. Like, it's that friggin' high. But these people like Netflix, they don't want that shit. They're busy buying documentaries, you know, not about cults, about real life situations. And Hulu, they ain't gonna make no money from Hulu. They already have enough true crime content that's real freaking crime. You know, that's real crime. Give me a minute, peeps. I'll be right back.
You know the story. It's heavy in the air. When a father turns to shadows, how could you even dare? Yo, Will Henry, you a sucker. Let's break it down. Claim you a man, but where's your crown? Put your hands up, kid. You taught him how to fight, but you ain't fighting right, man. This ain't no light. You grab your son, run off like a thief in the night. Where's the love? This ain't how you raise a child, right? Kicking your son out like he's just a game piece. How you claim to be a dad, forgetting his release. Will Henry, you a sucker. Can't you see the glare? Claiming blackmailing the myth. You think no one cares? Special needs child, you're running from the truth. But every word you spit just reveals your own you. Admitting the violence, it's hard for me to trust. Fighting your kid, nah, that's just unjust. 6'2", but he's still your son at the core. Raising fists over lessons, that ain't what you're for. Talk about forgiveness, but you let ego reign. Dragging things out like a puppet on a chain. You think you're tough, man, but underneath is weak. Claiming power with fists when it should be love you seek. Allegations swirling, made public and raw. Yet you try to justify and glaze over the flaw. Just look in the mirror, see the man you become. A name in the charts, but what's under that drum? Will Henry, you a sucker, got all eyes on you. Blackmail and violence, is that the best you can do? Special needs child, you claim it's all fine, but the truth in the lineup is living in every line. Will Henry, you a sucker, got all eyes on you. Blackmail and violence, is that the best you can do? Special I'm not built to watch a man tear down his own. You need to change direction before the seed you sown. A name ain't a warrior. It's the truth that empowers. So rise up, Will, and stop hiding in the towers.
That's it. Rise up, Will. Stop hiding in the towers. Before we get back to this movie stuff, I talked about Eddie O'Brien the other day. Shout out to JFK Show Off, because if it wasn't for them guys, I wouldn't even know about Eddie O'Brien. First off, so shout out to them for bringing Eddie O'Brien to the light. And another disclaimer: some people got it twisted. I have nothing to do with them guys. I like what JFK and them guys bring to the table. But I talked about Eddie O'Brien, and guess who showed up in the chat? Adi. But Adi said he will actually talk to me behind the scenes and tell me the entire story. I'm curious about that, but Adi knows where I stand. I wanted the chat to be respectful to Adi because I didn't want him to go anywhere. I figured let's keep him around. But I don't know if Adi has Eddie O'Brien alarm that might go off. Whenever the Eddie O'Brien case is mentioned. But we also mentioned the 7 other red rums before Eddie O'Brien's case came around. But they were so fast and they were so sloppy to convict Eddie O'Brien because they were trying to push the super predator law. A lot of you might have heard Joe Biden back in the day talking about super predators, but he was talking about the juveniles, the kids. And the idea was we want to build more prisons. So we need to get more inmates. And to do that, we need to waive juveniles as adults because juvenile crime was off the chain. Craig Price, serial killer in Rhode Island, killed 2 families on the same block. It took for the second family before police could catch up with Craig Price. And then you had Janet. What happened to Janet? So, and they was able to get a young, white, Irish Catholic boy to have as the face of the super predator law. But we'll talk more about the super predator law later, but Adi said something interesting. Adi said, I think Eddie's guilty because the court of law convicted him. And someone said, Adi, you're too hood to really believe that. Like, there's a reason Lady Liberty is a blind bitch. Respectfully, there is a reason. But let's get back to talking about these rejects, and the movie. So Netflix, no way is Netflix going to even, think about giving Compelling any money. Hulu, no way. And I heard about a deal with Hulu recently with battle rap, and they had some battle raps on there, and it got into legal troubles. But even for the year and a half it was on there, I only want to say a couple $1,000 they made off it. So that ain't gonna bring you any type of money. And how about Lifetime? I mean, but I think Lifetime, they have a standard, right? Because I think at least one person got to fall down the stairs during a Lifetime movie. You always see people falling down the friggin' stairs. I mean, and this project, it don't have none of that. What are you really going to talk about? A man yelling, I've been framed, into a friggin' webcam. I mean, this project don't have none of that. None of that. Yeah, word is a lot of people, of course. Look, Hulu got people bringing them films on like consignment. Here, just play my movie. If it makes any money, we'll figure it out. It won't even be Tubi character. Absolutely not, because even Tubi actors are starting to make some coins. You know, compelling pitches would have to convince a buyer, right, that this story has mass appeal, which it doesn't. Emotional depth, right? An antagonist, all right. A reason for anyone outside Massachusetts to give a rat's ass about the Adderall rat. Who outside Mass is going to give a shit? And the other thing, how about all our law tubers, right? And we have a lot of people, especially the ones over on Twitter, all the people that study the law. Tell me if I'm wrong. At Nan, someone tag Nan, right? You got to talk about how about the rights, releases, and realities, right? Who in their right mind in this day of age is going to help this guy out and sign a release? That's the part I don't think anybody is even mentioning, because to make a movie about real people, and that's what this is, right? You got to get Cameron Reed's release for her life rights. You got to get a lot of releases, cooperation. You got to get access. Who's going to help Turtle out with that? A legal team that doesn't quit? Is this legal team going to be enough? You're going to need a real legal team that is not going to quit. You're talking about making a movie. Who is going to sign off on that shit? Who? Who's given permission for their names, their likeness, or their stories to be used? Who is going to do that? A project like this will get stuck in the courtroom for a long time before the first draft of the script even hits page 10. And I'm not talking about a Turtle Boy script. I'm talking about a real writer. And I wish one of these content creators would challenge me to any of this shit that I've been saying about the movies, about the legal fund. Bring it. Bring it. Like you said, Mikey, who the hell even knows about that scrub outside of the Boston, Holden, Canton area? Because I believe there's a lot of folks in other areas of Mass that haven't heard of him. I'm right over the line. I mean, I'm a rock throw over the Mass line, and I'd be asking people. I do deliveries in Massachusetts, and I'll be listening to stuff, and they're like, "Who you listening to?" Oh, they're talking about the guy Turtleboy. Who? They don't know who Turtleboy is. I said, "Oh, the blogger, oh yeah, I don't know. Nobody knows who he is. Even people in Mass don't know who he is. People like us that are on the internet that follow the story, follow true crime. Karen's Reed name. Her name stuck out because she was getting screwed. You had a legal system. There's something that happens every day in poorer neighborhoods, screwing over a privileged white woman, a professor. Now they're saying it happened to someone that's privileged, for someone that drives a Lexus. You know what I mean? Drives $100,000 vehicle or whatever it is. You're seeing it to someone that is a financial professor. We never seen that before. We always seeing it happen inside the city, inside the hood. And now we talked about the legal shit, all that stuff about the picture of Turtle Boy. Are you caught up, like Kevy Kev says? Let me tell you, none of these people, man, Kate Peters, Lisa Jefferson, Brett, Twisted Tragedy. I mean, all these people that go down the line. Does Turtle Boy give a rat's ass about what they say? All right, then. Now back to this, right? Movies cost real friggin' money. Where is he gonna get the money? Where's compelling pictures gonna get the money? Shout out to Making Changes. No conviction, no documentary or movie. I don't know. I think they might have a conviction on him. I don't know. Like I said, I think the Colin Albert stuff is gonna be tough, and him telling people they don't have the right to live a free life. That's gonna be tough. Then the dummy blogger said Ben Affleck would most likely play him in the movie. I was thinking more like Danny DeVito as the Penguin from Batman. Where would they get the money? That's what people. Where are you gonna get Ben Affleck money? Like, is he serious? Like, you're gonna have this movie is gonna be filmed. Ben Affleck, are you serious? You might have to have real people, the real people, film this movie on some iPhones. Because now look, figure this budget out. What do you think this is going to cost? You're gonna need writers, producers, editors, actors, insurance, distribution, marketing. What is it going to cost to market a guy like Turtle Boy? You, you know what I mean? Like, are you serious? This project has a blogger and a wet dream. You know what I mean? Like, that's what this movie's going to be about. The only movie that these guys are making, it might have these two guys with a bunch of rainbow flags around them. You know what I mean? Like doing some triple X shit, allegedly. Don't sue me, Turtle Boys. I don't have any money. Public service announcement. You sue me because there's one dummy suing me. You know what I mean? I got all the legal papers behind me, but you can sue me, but I'm broke. I'm broke. So you could waste your money. I go pro se and I'll challenge any legal firm out there. And I went toe to toe with one of them before. Put his ass in Shirley Max. God damn. I'll tell you what, if he does go in Shirley Max, right? If he does go, shout out to YBE. If Turtle does go to Shirley Max, this is what it's going to be like. This is a public service address to our friend, the Turtle. Let me get it. I gotta make sure I even have it.
They only respect.
No, that isn't it. Here it is, Surviving the Real, Shirley Max, public service address. Let's go. You listen to music or just stream through it? God damn. Damn, Turtle Boy. That's your public service address. Letting you know what it's going to be like when you step up to a place like Shirley Max. Because that's got to be your first stop. You know, they only respect the violence. You know, choose your comrades wisely, choose your friends wisely. Rule number one, don't speak what your eyes see. You know why? Because you got punks, right, that are trying to turn you out. Oh, the thieves are watching because they want to learn which way you go. So when you leave, they take everything in your house. That's right. That's right. Greetings all. Support the channel by hitting the thumbs up button, subscribing. Appreciate everybody. Um, yeah, so you're gonna have some major money. You know, like I said earlier, you're gonna need writers, you're gonna need producers, editors, actors, insurance, distribution, marketing, all that shit. There's compelling pictures. Are they gonna shoot this on an iPhone? What's the latest one? 14, 17, 18, where? You know? Or are they gonna shoot it in someone's basement? Or maybe how about on the turtle's couch? I mean, maybe they already got there and shot it next to the friggin' Christmas tree. So I mean, even if they did use a friggin' iPhone, who's gonna watch this shit, right? Another thing, how about compelling studios' reputation? Ouch. They are gonna take a big hit. You know what? If they ain't hating you, you ain't doing it right. So let them hate. I tried seeing what the big news on his stream was last night, and it was all to me telling outlandish stories. Oh, absolutely. I heard he waited till half the stream and started talking about all of his enemies. And I'm glad. See, I only got 500 something subs. It's building, so I stay on the down low. I could keep exposing him and ride under the radar. So while he's trying to go after all these people, trying to bring people down to reflect from his own felonies, and we could just keep exposing him, and y'all will help our channel grow. But his compelling studios, I mean, not a lot of people like that put money up likes that controversy unless it's profitable. This isn't profitable. This is messy, and you could just turn on any, 1,000 creators, TikTok, their Twitter. No studio wants to attach their brand name to a project surrounded by a mess or surrounded by ongoing court issues, public drama. Look at all the people that Turtle Boy fights with, and most of them are females. Yeah, I mean, you got a Brian Crawford in there. You got a Mike. Yeah, Brian Crawford, Brian LTL, Mike Crawford. A Nick Rocco. But look at the list. Let me get it. Let me see if I can pull it up on this one. Cause I'm looking at the other computer here. Your Honor Help put it up. Shout out to Your Honor Help. Enemies pre Karen Reed trial. He has Kate Peter, Michael McGaffney, LG1, LG2, because they're completely different people, obviously. Completely different people. I don't think I'm on I don't know why I'm not live on Twitter for some reason. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. But it wasn't showing in the okay. Oh, only 3 views over there. I used to do pretty good, but now a lot of people coming over to YouTube. So, um, basically, he's cheating on his new girlfriend with Ghetto Chelsea, and it got revealed, and he's blaming Meredith for. He blames Meredith for everything. He blames that lady for everything. It's a bust with this loser, Turtle Boy woman haters. Now that's a fact. Yeah, who is going to watch his over the hill, chain smoking, cupcake eating, Budweiser drinking, AARP, prescription meds, popping lonely, washed up and washed out? I think I'm going to use that in one of the upcoming songs. Brainwashed cult members. I like it. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to use that in one of the upcoming joints, you know? Um, that's for sure. That was a doozy. You know, but what studio is going to want to put their money behind a guy like this? You know, a guy with public drama. How about unpredictable freaking behavior? Unpredictable behavior. And a fan base that fights like it's friggin' WrestleMania. And if you're having trouble watching on Twitter, come over here to YouTube at Can We Keep It Real? One word. You know, reps from Netflix should be embarrassed. Oh yeah, Netflix, they don't want nothing to do with this. You know, nothing at all. Let's see. Yep, here's the list. I got it. Let me oh actually. Wow, it is a big friggin' list. I might have to put this list in the all right, I might have to put this list in the ticker. It would be at the top of the screen. Yeah, it'll be at the top of the screen. So here is the list. You could check it out at the top of the screen. Actually, I'll do you one better. Nope, I guess that didn't work too well. There it is. Okay, so the list is Kate Peters, Michael Gaffney. Let's see. LG1 and LG2, same person. That's probably before the lawsuit. I'll call it before the shot and after the shot. Lisa Jefferson, Brett, his old co host, Twisted Tragedies, Yellow Cottage Tales, Jen O. That's probably Jen Altman. At Turtleboy Secret on X. Oh, that's an enemy too. Enemy post Karen Reed trial. Howie Carr producer. SOTG, whoever that is. Karen Reed, Joe Flipperhead, Meredith, JFK Crew, Brian LTL, Mike Crawford, Boston Brandy, Nick Rocco, Nan Gallagher, Lisa Perot, which may I mention that lady is going through cancer treatment, and this guy put out personal. And this is one thing to notice about this fuck nut, that you could send him private messages, and eventually them messages will be put out there. Jen Altman, Jason Broyles, Meredith, and DJ from Calling All Beans. Meredith made both lists. Let's see what he had to say.
Loser DJ. I'm so sick of pretending that guy was cool. Just done with these motherfuckers. That piece of shit fucking loser DJ. I'm so sick of pretending that guy was cool. He's a fucking goober loser. And Bia, shame on you. I know you want attention. I know you want to be on a YouTube show. You're slumming it, girl. You just start your own fucking channel. Go on BLT or something. That guy's a fucking weirdo, in case you can't tell. And I'm just done with these motherfuckers. That piece of shit fucking loser DJ. I'm so sick of pretending that guy was cool. He's a fucking goober loser. And Bia, shame on you. I know you.
Turtleboy is bigging up his so-called documentary like it's gonna be a big ass movie. It ain't gonna be. So now he's mad at the DJ. This dude is so jealous. So jealous, man. Unbelievable. I thought once I got to the 500 subs, I thought YouTube was going to bless me a little bit, but they didn't. They gave me some couple more things that I have to do. I think they're still mad at me from when I had my last channel. Pissed off a battle rapper. I'm pissed off pretty, named Matt Hoffer. But if you want to hook up, Venmo or Cashapp, same at Can We Keep It Real, one word. Can we keep it real? That's definitely appreciated. I ran across this old picture. This is from Rhode Island, maximum security. This is back in the 70s. Got a family member here. Louis Ritchie, someone else in the back. You got Eddie Franco up here. But we'll talk about these guys soon. And yeah, they were having a birthday celebration. Inside them cokes, it's all rum and coke. They all have cups of rum and coke. You know, good guys from a good time, and people say good guys, they in prison. Yeah, but sometimes good people go to jail too. You know, but yeah, studios don't like controversy. You know, like this movie is probably only gonna live in this fucknut's head. Nobody's gonna care. I say this with a straight face, right? That shit is never. Let me get this down. Hang on. That shit is never ever. God damn. That shit is never ever gonna happen. He's never gonna get a movie. This ain't gonna be a damn masterpiece. And like I said, I say this with a damn straight face. Turtle Boy and Compellum Pitches don't have a movie deal in place. Or if they do, it's not going to work. They're not going to get a movie, a documentary, a film, a motion, nothing. Yeah, I could only imagine Compelling Pitches pitch. Hey, what's the story? Well, my guy yells at people on the internet. Okay, and then what? I get arrested. And what's the big banger? Like, what is it? Where does it pitch? Where's the highest point of the movie? Oh, I yell louder. Imagine a Hollywood executive would stare at Turtle Boy and Compelling Pitches. Like, are you serious? You just wasted my time. Turtle Boy, listen to me. Your movie got no plot. It don't have a character. Reason for the audience to sit there and watch you. This project has a man, a phone, top, and someone that thinks he's Jesus. Someone that thinks he's an award-winning journalist. Oh, I can see the fan, they're just gonna fight to buy tickets for this. And look at his fan base. Compelling Pitches, Netflix. Look in the comment section. And be careful, the moderator's about to be subpoenaed. So now you got moderators being subpoenaed. That's probably the biggest friggin' story. Are they going to sell them out? He definitely got a persecution complex. And look, this is the group chat gone wrong. It's something we see on the internet. It's hot enough. Compelling to who? Who is this movie compelling to? Who is going to buy this movie? That's all I'm saying. I need watch hours, man. I need you people to watch this till the end. I appreciate it, man. Oh, I need watch. Someone said they already have enough true crime. Absolutely. Hulu does too. They don't need Man Yells at the Clouds, the movie. Imagine Lifetime. They require, like I said earlier, you got to fall down the stairs at least once on every Lifetime movie, and there has to be a cheating spouse in it. I mean, Turtleboy can take care of that part of the Lifetime movie. Because he cheated on his wife, like left and right. I heard his wife is laying down with a correctional officer now. Imagine that. So Brady now is learning to play football with his new stepdaddy. And when his stepdaddy goes to work, he's going to Shirley Mack's. And I heard, Turtle, that they waiting for you. No matter where you go, that's a brotherhood. Usually in Prime, there you go, green light, anything. I think even Amazon has its limits. I mean, this movie has no buyer because it has no damn market. That's the problem, Turtle Boy. You're not marketable. How you gonna market a scumbag? How you gonna market a piece of trash? Look what you said about AOB's parent. You said about B. You don't even know. And just because JFK was behind him, you disrespected Eddie O.B. What kind of piece of shit does that? And when you go up there, God forbid, you ever convicted, you don't think my good friends, your commissary now. Please. There is an echo in your sound. All right, give me a minute. Microphone check 1, 2. How's that? Is it better? Is that better? 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me know if the sound is any better. Logistics. How about the whole logistics of it? It goes in and out. It freezes. I just detected it. It should be now. It sounds still echoing and you're frozen. Could be the damn weather. Because I did have another. All right, hold on. Let me play some music and figure this out.
Yo, let's keep it real. It's a turtle tail. No detail too small. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you thought it was cool playing those sides, right? Recording Karen, yeah, you lied and denied, man, what a sight. Double down on the mess like it's all a game. Talking big, selling out well, but don't it feel lame? Jokes about her parents thought it make you tough, but she lost her home, that struggle is rough. You asked her to rock it with you, to hit the stage, but she turned it down, see who's stuck in the cage. Turtle, where's the hustle, where's the grind? Living on the couch, man, that's no way to unwind. Your case came along, put you on a path. While Karen stays real, you just do the math. Free Karen, we ain't stopping now. Shout out JFK, Kevy kept holding it down. Jay Brill with the beast, yeah, we spitting facts. Turtle's just a mirror showing all your tracks. Free Karen, we ain't stopping now. Shout out JFK, Kevy kept holding it down. Jay Brill with the beast, yeah, we spitting facts. Turtle's just a mirror showing all your tracks. Karen ain't never treated you with hate or spite. Never shared your secrets, never dimmed your light. But you took them shots, throwing dirt in the game, putting her on blast like it's all just for fame. And let's talk about the couch, man, that's where you lay until the truth hit. Then you found your own way, she didn't mock you, nah. She was family, no lie, but you breaking that bond, bro, that's goodbye. Yeah. Turtle, listen up, it's time to rise. Living in the shadow, all those tired alibis. Karen's got a strength, yeah, she knows a place. While you hide behind the hate, can't keep up the pace. Free Karen Red, we ain't stopping now. Shout out JFK, Kevy kept holding it down. Jay Brill with the beast, yeah.
That might be the best I could get it. Oh, I could try to change microphones or turn up the mic a little bit, but if it sounds that bad, I'd rather shut it off and try again. It sounds a little better, right? Coming through, because I'm listening to it now on my headphones. All right, good. But we were talking, talking about the movie with Compelling Studios and Turtleboy. To make a movie about real people, like I said, you gotta have releases, money. Are they gonna put their reputation on the line? Where's he going to get the money for this? I mean, we're in talks with Netflix. Like I said, they mean they emailed friggin' Netflix and said, "Hey, you wanna budget me? No, we don't want to budget you. Why would they want a budget you?" Oh, and Alex took a polygraph test, and I don't know if they got the results back, but look at that. Alex was not playing, and that's what an innocent man does. I told Adi the other day, I said, Adi, if I felt I was not guilty and I knew I had nothing to do with this, I'll be taking every test there is. Like, give me the benzo test. We'll start off with that one. Give me the benzo test, give me the lie detector test, and I won't even put a tack in my shoe. They say that's how they beat polygraphs, but I don't know. Give me all them kind of tests. If I know I'm innocent, if I know I'm guilty, if I'm ready to banger, if I'm ready to creep. And that's crazy too, how is this friggin' guy the victim? Oh, I feel bad for you, Ray. You're being attacked so much. Like, my God, what a real vile POS this guy is. With his lawyer, too. Oh, I heard this lawyer allegedly is giving pro bono services out of Miami, Florida. I don't know how true it is, allegedly. They said if you need pro bono work, you can call Amy, legal counsel. Pro bono work in Florida is rare. So if you cannot afford a lawyer down in the Florida area, I don't think she's licensed too many other places. And like I said, call at your own risk. But if you give Amy a call and said, I allegedly heard, because I don't know how true it is, so I'm gonna say allegedly. I heard, it's my opinion, that Amy was given pro bono work down in Miami, Florida. It's all about the wordplay. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So give Amy a call, part of the rejected crew. Call at your own risk today. Fucking weirdo. What a weirdo. So where's this movie going to live? Probably in Turtleboy's friggin' imagination. Oh, it could live in a fucking Facebook post in a group chat. How delusional that refuses to die. I mean, the only thing worse than the Turtleboy movie not being made is the movie being made. Yeah, we can call it the rejected crew. You know what I mean? Who do you think he's gonna have in his I can imagine the casting call of the Turtleboy movie, right? From the bottom of the friggin' barrel. You know what I mean? From the bottom of the barrel. Compelling pitches. This masterpiece will never see a friggin' camera, never see a script, never see a budget, Turtleboy. Never. I mean, we'll talk about the cast today because you're gonna have to get these shady guys to play in your movie. You're definitely gonna have to get Will the Glera, because this imaginary movie, you gotta have imaginary actors playing imaginary roles, because that's what the Glera does on his YouTube show, play an imaginary character. So how about we just throw in an imaginary production crew at all for the movie that's never going to happen? And the movie that's never going to happen, you need them imaginary actors for imaginary roles for an imaginary production. So let's meet the imaginary cast of this blockbuster destined for the clearance bin at Dollar Tree. I mean, the leading man himself got to be Turtleboy, right? In this movie, he's got to play himself. Because who the hell is going to sign up for that role? Oh, he said who? Ben Affleck? How about Daniel Day-Lewis, maybe? I mean, his character's going to be simple. You yell louder, then you get arrested. You yell about being arrested, and you claim it's all a conspiracy. You wear a JFK outfit, and you yell again. It's like watching a man argue with a mirror for 2 hours. I mean, a studio would think it's a psychological thriller, right? The audience is probably going to call it a cry for help. I mean, his sidekick got to be Will, right? Every movie needs a sidekick. Someone whose entire personality, yes, boss, is like a Kevin Hart, but we couldn't get Kevin Hart for this, so Will have to do. Will, your job is to nod aggressively. All right, you got that down. Repeat whatever Turtleboy says. All right, you're doing a good fucking job there. Pretend this is going to be a blockbuster movie because our marketing budget got cut, so we got to market it on ourselves. Oh, and can we pretend the audience gives a fuck? I mean, this is the version of the bobbleheads. I mean, their catchphrase, you're right, bro. That's it. That's the whole script. You're right, bro. I mean, no love interest in this movie, right? It's not a person, it's the internet. Because nothing, and I mean nothing, gets Turtleboy's heart racing like a fucking fresh argument, a new enemy, a new hashtag, right? How about a comment section meltdown? Watching his comment section create war. Because the only romance subplot where the main character screams at his love interest every day and still comes back for more is probably what merited. Turtleboy is just toxic. Turtleboy is friggin' messy. I mean, it's just a perfect fit for this one. In every movie, who is gonna be the villain? I'll have to definitely check that out. He can get a local high school drama club. You know, but every movie needs a villain. I mean, when accountability shows up, maybe that is his villain, right? Don't do that. That's not legal. You can't say that. You know, Turtleboy acts like accountability is like a dragon breathing fire. He don't like accountability. I mean, this could be a movie where his accountability is consequences. We heard Jay Brill say this guy never had any consequences. No one ever punched him in the fucking face. That's me saying that part. I mean, compelling pitches, right? They're going to be listed as the producer, but let's be honest, right? This is the equivalent of someone saying, my uncle works, at Nintendo. My uncle works at Sony. I mean, compelling pitches is probably sitting somewhere like, what did we agree to? I mean, this is probably the producer is trying to escape the movie before the movie's even written. What audience is for that shit? What audience? Guy got people around him like this guy, and Nan's right. You know what? It's scary that you're a teacher. It's scary that the way you act and the way you think, you around children, allegedly. You're a scary thing, Uncle Debbie. And this is going to be another character in the Turtles movie. This is like people watching a slow motion car crash. I mean, this isn't a movie, really. You see things like this, like this, like this, like this. It's a fucking group therapy session. We're no damn therapists. You know, so that's basically the cast of Turtles' fucked up movie. A leading man who thinks he's a hero. Like, he really thinks he's a hero. A sidekick who thinks he's just nodding. Okay, no problem. Whatever you want, boss. Z plane. A love interest that's literally the internet. The bad guy's name is accountability and consequences. Like, they're not even real people. They just imagine the characters. The Marvel comics present accountability and consequences. Make a Muppet show out of that. And a producer who's probably Googling, how do I get my name off this fucking project? At the end of the movie, right? Picture it. It's going to be like, roll the credits, fade to black, no sequel. It'll be a black screen. This movie has been brought to you by nobody. The only thing more entertaining than this is the truth. I mean, this is like the crew that shouldn't even be there. Goddamn. Turtle Boy, a compelling pictures movie. Imagine that. Behind the scenes. Because if you thought the cast was bad, wait until you meet the freaking crew. Something like they got out of work release. You know what I mean? Something straight out of friggin' work release. It's gonna be the only production where behind the scenes team needs behind the scenes supervision. My God, you know, you would think, what they say, every movie definitely needs a director, right? Somebody with vision, somebody with freaking leadership, the ability to say, let's do that again. You know, what's my job? What's his job? You know, show up late, they forget the script. This movie's gonna be a nightmare. A nightmare. So you know it's gonna be a movie that the producer, nobody's gonna read the content, no one's gonna read the script. Let's just go out there and do it and get it over with. This will be brought to you by Adderall and Wayfair Sofas. No structure, no character, no flex, no budget, just vibes and comfortability. This is crazy. Imagine it's the writer who turns the script, right? He's looking at the script. Page 1. Let me play this out right. Okay. Okay, looks at the script. Page 1. Turtleboy yells. Okay, this is interesting. Page 2. More yelling. Holy shit, this is gonna be a thriller. Oh, page 3. Oh, we're at the courthouse now. It is a court scene. He yells at John DePietro. Oh my God. That's a conspiracy montage right there. Oh my God, there's more. It says we run out of ideas. God damn. I'll be right back.
It's the truth we unfolding. Join the fight, bring the mic, about to set it off. Night's calling. Yo, it's Operation Absolute Resolve. This ain't just a name, targets like Madura's palace. We ain't playing games, cartel de los Soleils. Moving weight like it's that throne, funneling that white gold. Poison spreading on the phone, 200 guards posted up. Shoot to kill on sight, panic rooms. Heavy metal, Russian missiles in the night. Motion sensor drones fly, watching every single breath. But them night stalkers low and fast, bringing all that stealth to death. Rolling deep, choppers fly, see the shadows in the sky. Operation Absolute, we ain't just saying bye. Neutralize the threats, crush the warlords in that realm. Madura fortified, but we ready at the helm. It's the Blackhawks, twin engine beast terrain following fast. Infrared cuts the darkness, suppressing heat to outlast. Chinooks bring the troops, heavy lift, armor wrap tight. Drop them in with green light, got the code ready for the fight. Wagner contractors taking dollars, thinking they supreme, but we breaking dreams. Throwing shadows on the scene, watch the palace shudder. Those four walls can't protect when the night stalkers glide. They only know respect. Operation Absolute, all part of this game. In the dark we shine bright, never falling to shame. Madura on the run, Brooklyn's where he gon' meet. With the hunters in the night while they dragging on defeat. At Operation Absolute, at Operation Absolute, at Operation Absolute. Operation Absolute, all part of this game. In the dark we shine bright, never falling to shame. My doodle on the run, Brooklyn's where he gon' meet. With the hunters in the night while they dragging on defeat. Operation Absolute, yeah, countdown to the chase. Street by street, corner by corner, we right on this trace. Every second brings us closer, night commanders in the air. No escape from the shadows, he won't breathe without a care. So here we stand united against the lines blurred in crime. This isn't just for power, this is justice serving time. Maduro, feel the pressure, every deal leads to your fall. Operation Absolute, we answer to the call. Time's up, it's clear. We play to win or fall. Maduro's on the run, and we coming for it all. Watch the city, watch back. Brooklyn light shining bright. Operation Absolute Resolve. Reclaiming the night. Listen up, I got a story to tell about the strong women who raised me well. Yo, I grew up in a house full of queens. Strong women teaching me to chase my dreams. Saw my mom grind, juggling, working home. Taught me respect, made me feel less alone. While you flex your muscles, thinking that's power. I learned true strength in the toughest hour. You swing fists, you think that makes you a man, but real warriors protect, they don't need a hand.
Yeah, it's respect over aggression, that's the game we play. Real strength comes from the heart, it ain't just a display. For every queen that raised me, I honor they fight. In a world full of chaos, I'm just seeking the light.
My grandmother's wisdom, it echoes in my soul. Treat women with respect, that's how you roll. You think aggression's a sign of your might, but a real man knows how to stand up and fight. For those who can't, for those who are weak. Instead of throwing punches, have a heart when you speak.
Yeah, it's respect over aggression, that's the game we play. Real strength comes from the heart, it ain't just a display. For every queen that raised me, I honor they fight. In a world full of chaos, I'm just seeking the light.
You're a king now, you ain't got the throne. Real kings uplift, they're not out here alone. In a world where ego rules, I stay grounded and true. Building up my circle like my mother's taught me to do. So listen close, this isn't just art, it's a testament of strength, straight from the heart. I'm a product of Queens, respect in my veins. Let the legacy live on through joys and the pains.
Yeah, it's respect over aggression, that's the game we play. Real strength comes from the heart, it ain't just a display. For every queen that raised me, I honor their fight. In a world full of chaos, I'm just seeking the light.
right, we back. So I think I seen yesterday, Turtleboy going crazy on Mr. DJ Cab. Like, so apparently, according to the tweet, fundraising for anyone except Aiden is now considered treason. I mean, what? You could raise money for a sick puppy, a homeless shelter, a kid with cancer, but Turtle Boy would still be pissed off, being like, wow, what freaking betrayal. I mean, this guy treats fundraising like a jealous boyfriend treats his girlfriend or boyfriend in Turtle Boy's case. I mean, come on. It's like, who is this DJ? Why are you even talking to DJ? Why are you donating to DJ? Do you love DJ? Why aren't you donating to me? Come on, buddy. DJ's raising money for a cause. It ain't like he's running off to Aruba. You know what I mean? It ain't like he's trying to buy a friggin' house with money that he's raising in a fundraiser. I mean, DJ and B, what I get from these two cats, right? That they're the least controversial. They're not really dramatic. They're very polite people on the internet. And if somebody wants to tag Cab, the DJ and B, I mean, why? Why did they end up on Turtle Boy's bad list? Why? Because they were nice to Lana? That's it? Is that the crime here? They were polite to someone he don't like. Imagine being so emotionally fragile that you start excommunicating people for being friendly to people you don't like. I mean, that's kind of some middle school vibes here. That's giving some, oh, you're going to be their friend and I'm not going to play with you. Like, come on, that is so elementary. The allies, we're not allowed to have friends? Because according to Bitch Boy's tweet, Turtle Boy allies were told, directly or indirectly, that you are not allowed to support, fundraise, or interact anyone outside the Turtle Boy cult family. And it's the only movement where the leaders say you cannot have an opinion you want. If you want to ride with the tuberculosis crew, you cannot have an opinion. It's given insecurities, it's given paranoia, control issues, you know. Turtle Boy's the type. You can have an opinion you want, no problem, as long as it's Turtle Boy's opinion. I mean, that gives off some insecurity vibes, some fucking paranoia vibes. The man wants allies, not equals, right? He wants soldiers. He don't want supporters. You got to be obedient to this guy. And he calls they are the problems. They are the problems. You know what, Turtle? In 2023, when Karen Reed left your ass on the side of the road, left you on the side. Let's talk about the line that sent the tweet into orbit. Karen does deserve better. If you end a rant about people fundraising for someone else, but Karen deserves better, but she's a see you next Tuesday. That's not loyalty. That's not passion. That's psych ward poetry, bro. You went off and did your, what do you call his blog? The friggin' intervention? Psych ward poetry. Am I the only one who truly, like, he says, am I the only one who really understands Karen Reed? No, not at all. You don't understand anything about her. So to Turtle Boy, everyone else is fake. Only he can save her. I mean, he thinks this is a novel. I mean, this guy, man. You play some music, be right back.
Yo, let's keep it real. It's a turtle tale. No detail too small. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you thought it was cool playing those sides, right? Recording Karen, yeah, you lied and denied, man, what a sight. Double down on the mess like it's all a game. Talking big, selling that world, but don't it feel lame? Jokes about her parents thought it'd make you tough, but she lost her home, that struggle is rough. You asked her to rock it with you, to hit the stage, but she turned it down, see who's stuck in the cage. Turtle, where's the hustle, where's the grind? Living on the couch, man, that's no way to unwind. The case came along, put you on a path. While Karen stays real, you just do the math. Free Karen, we ain't stopping now. Shout out JFK, Kevy kept holding it down. Jay Brill with the beast, yeah, we spitting facts. Turtle's just a mirror showing all your tracks. Free Karen, we ain't stopping now. Shout out JFK, Kevy kept holding it down. Jay Brill with the beast, yeah, we spitting facts. Turtle's just a mirror showing all your tracks. Karen ain't never treated you with hate or spite. Never shared your secrets, never dimmed your light. But you took them shots, throwing dirt in the game, putting her on blast like it's all just for fame. And let's talk about the couch, man, that's where you lay until the truth hit. Then you found your own way, she didn't mock you, nah. She was family, no lie, but you breaking that bond, bro, that's goodbye. Yeah. Turtle, listen up, it's time to rise. Living in that shadow, all those tired alibis. Karen's got a strength, yeah, she knows a place. While you hide behind the hate, can't keep up the pace. Free Karen Reed, we ain't stopping now. Shout out JFK, Kevy kept holding it down. Jay Brill with the beast, yeah, we spitting facts. Turtle's just a mirror showing all your tracks. Free Karen Reed, we ain't stopping now.
I gotta say, when your enemy list is longer than your resume, I mean, when your enemy list is longer than your resume, I mean, if you're just joining us, just a long live, but we're gonna cut this up into different episodes, man. Welcome back. I'm your host, Mikey. Can We Keep It Real podcast? This will also be streaming later on iHeartRadio, Apple iTunes, on Spotify. We've been had a lot of them channels already long ago, 8 years ago. We brought them channels aboard. But yeah, but we're talking about Turtle Boy's enemy list that, he went on a rant last night talking about it. Because a man whose enemy list has grown so friggin' long, so unhinged, it reads like credits of a friggin' Marvel movie. Am I lying? I mean, before the Karen Reed trial even started, this enemy list already looked like a neighborhood watch report. You could see him streaming at the top of the screen, but names like Kate Peters, Michael Gaffney, LG1, LG2. Who's a bigger pig, LG1 or LG2, allegedly? Like, no wonder why people really say, Oh, Turtle Boy, he's attracted to white trash. Am I lying? Let me know. You see some of the people that this guy, you know, goes after. Like, bro, like, I don't know, it's just disgusting. But a quick disclaimer, I'm sure you could read it. Go ahead, read it for yourself, you know. And also, the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of me, the character, and do not necessarily reflect me, the owner, or any position of it. This is for entertainment only, so we are not responsible for hurt feelings. We're not responsible, for your temper tantrums or anything that I say or any of maybe the guest says in the comment section says, so the views and opinions expressed here on this podcast are solely the views of the individual involved and don't represent any third party. Just letting that be known for the people that sponsor us, so they're not legally responsible. We've been through a lot over the 8 years, doing this podcast, breaking down disturbing allegations like investigations at public high schools about teachers and crazy developments that come to light, having intercourse with football players allegedly. So these are things that we had to learn along the way to put into our program for our content. But these enemies that Turtle Boy acquired before the first friggin' trial, Lisa Jefferson, names that we probably long forgotten. I mean, Brett, the co host. Shout out to Brett. Brett let us know that the award winning journalist was a fraud, that they stuffed the ballot boxes. They just kept voting and voting and voting. Twisted Tragedies ended up making Turtle Boy's enemy list. I mean, this is a proud thing to do, right? Yellage Cottage Tales, Gen O. How about at Turtle Boy's Secrets? I mean, that is not an enemy list. This is a community outreach program. And at this point, the only person not on the list really was the mailman. And even he was probably one wrong delivery away from being added. But then the trial's over, right? The list exploded like a friggin' gender reveal party gone absolutely wrong. Now the enemy list, it's getting bigger. Howie fucking Carr and his producers made the list. Karen Reed made the enemy list. Joe fucking Flipperhead, get the fuck out of here. Joe Flipperhead made the list. Meredith made the list. JFK and crew made that list. Brian LTL. My man Money motherfucking Mike Crawford. Boston Brandy made the list. Nick Rocco. A witness at the upcoming Turtle Boy trial, attorney Nan Gallagher made that list. Oh, we're gonna have to look. Her streams to always get over 1,000 views, lost very few of her followers. People are gonna leave, people are gonna come, they're gonna follow you. It is what it is. I mean, I only have like 500 followers, but I still get behind the camera every day and I try to entertain the 500 that I have. And I'm proud of the 509. And if anybody's watching right now and not subscribing, I hope your card don't stop. No, I'm just kidding. Hit that subscribe button. Jen Altman, Jason Broyles made the list. Meredith again, because once wasn't enough. Meredith had to make both lists. At this point, the only person left on his good side is me. Shout it out. Oh no. Turtle Boy knows why he don't want me on that list. He knows. He knows. He's got a long memory. He's got a long memory. You know, oh, me and his webcam are not on the list. So that's a relationship is getting tense. You know, but you know what? Turtle Boy isn't the problem. You know who the problem is? The problem is everybody that made the list. Here's the problem streaming at the top of the screen. It's not Turtle Boy. It's the Kate Peters. It's the Lisa Jeffersons. I ain't gonna argue with that. It's the Twisted Tragedies, the Yellow Cottage Cheese Cab, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's the Cameron Reeds. It's the Joe motherfucking Flipperheads, man. It's the JFK. It's Randy's fault. It's James Jackson's fault. You know what I mean? It's Nick Rocco's fault. It's Nan's fault. It's not Turtle Boy's fault. Yeah, support Mikey and his channel. Help him out. Hit the Cash App or Venmo at Can We Keep It Real? One word. Or just hit that sub button. Ain't gonna cost you no paper unless you're a mofo hater. You know what I mean? But since YouTube don't monetize me, man, look out. Hit the Cash App. It's cold out. Need some diesel fuel. You know what I mean? Go put some heat in the house tonight. Um, or hit the Venmo. You know, appreciate that. Looks like another night no work, but that's good. I get to stay home with the wife, with my daughter, and try to get my other daughter over here. You know, but if you have one enemy, bro, maybe you're the problem. I mean, if you have one enemy, maybe they are the problem, right? But if you have two, all right, maybe you're just an unlucky person. But when you have 27 enemies across two phases of your life, bro, you're the motherfucker. Not even a common denominator. You're the problem, bro. Shit, it ain't no one else is the problem. You're the problem. How do you have all them enemies and this is your friends list? Ugh. Yeah. You know, so maybe you are the problem. You know, what's the matter, turtle boy? Turtle bitch. There we go. Is the math not mathing? Even the people who failed algebra can see that, but I bet algebra is the problem. When your enemy list looks like a friggin' a cast list, well, how about a guest list, right? I got a better one. When Turtle Boy's enemy list look like a subpoena list. There you go. A no-fly list. How about a black caller list? You know what? Shout out to the chat because I'm gonna play a song right now that was written by the chat. You know what I mean? The chat last week we did something. We wrote, you know, I had them put some stuff in the comment section. I said I'll go through it later. You know, I picked it all out, put it all together. You know, wrote it down on paper, put it into the computer system, and boy, did we have a banger. So let me get that together. Stand by, and we're gonna play that lovely song. Um, but first off, big shout out to Eddie O'Brien. You know, we talked about him yesterday. You know, so shout out to him. But the first song we're gonna check out, well, you know what? We'll go right to the song that the chat wrote. You know, because Turtle Boy, don't be scared now. These ain't the words of me. I just produced it, put it all together. These are the words of the chat. Oh, I get it.
was it absurd? PDFs and papers all scattered on the floor. Heard you were a perv coaching soccer, now you bored. Resigning the blogging, that's a laughable scene. Lana went over the evidence, truth's really clean. Cries Grove tangled up in claims dangling in the air. Hope you don't appeal, but the state ain't gonna care.
Sure, man, little dick syndrome causing all the fuss. We don't wanna hear you say trigger to us. Why'd you really get fired from your job? Huh? Cause you're a fraud, then now no problem.
Perryman Motel, cash on demand, hourly rates available, that's the brand. Sewer Turtle and the Sewer Squad, can't we keep it real? This is your reminder, no chance to conceal. They whisper Turtle Boy, living in the lies. Heart of the city, yo, it's all in their eyes.
Turtle Boy, you claim to be something you're not. But deception's the game, man, taking shots at the plot. Caught in the web of your own fake ideals. Guess you thought your charm could seal all the deals. Turtle boy, what's your name? Trying to hide behind nostalgia, but it's all so lame. I see you living in the shadows of your past fights. This is for you, written down on sleepless nights.
Keep it real, don't act like you're the kingpin. Frauds don't last long, better off in the bin. So Turtle Boy, remember where you once were. From teaching kids to heavy blog posts, that's the blur.
So Turtle Boy, don't get scared of the truth, lay bare. Face the music, hit your knees, breathe in the air. This is the hip-hop nod, the tale we bring. Rhyme it all out, Turtle Boy, hear the truth sting. Sting, 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 sting.
Yo, they only respect the violence, that's how it goes.
Yeah,
Oh, Turtle Boy.
they only respect the violence. That's how it goes. Yeah. Cut you on the phone, man, that's how they roll. Real ones moving silent, never let it be told. If you don't walk like a gangster, better check your stride. To test your metal quick, won't let it slide. Talking slick, better watch for the knife. Cause if you a rap, think it's cool, nah, that's not life. Young ones lurking, face got ripped up, it's karma. Toughest one you know when tears call in for mama. Heart's cold when life's given by your honor. Means your ticket's marked in a little ass cell, yeah. In this game, respect is violence. Watch your step on this route, cats doing life for a little ass sale, there's no doubt. Super Bowl counting in max years, gold time and slow. Rule number one, choose your comrades, let the real one show. In this game, respected violence, watch your step on this route. Cats doing life for a little ass sale, there's no doubt. Super Bowl counting in max years, gold time and slow. Rule number one, choose your comrades, let the real one show. Punks wanna turn you out, sneak thieves out to learn. Watch your moves close, cause they'll be quick to burn. Playing your exit smartly, take everything you got. CEOs wanna test your nerds, didn't let it rot. They were chumps in high school, trying to be tough now. It's survival of the fittest, you get lost in the crowd. That dude you call friend might flip like a switch. Check his file, man, before you let him in your pitch, you feel me? Got the shadows lurking at your back, trust is a luxury. In this life full of cracks, find out now, cause later's a dangerous phase. In this concrete jungle, it's amazing array.
Yeah. Turtle Boy. Oh, Turtle Boy, don't get scared now. You know the streets talk, let's break it down. Yeah.
Turtle Boy lost his job, he was a teacher, you see. But did the classroom walls hear him laugh more than he should be? He was a PDF, typed up facts, but life hit hard like a truck on tracks. Heard you was a creep, soccer coach with a scheme, kicking kids round, man, that's a hell of a dream. Resigned to blogging, bro, that's just laughable. Line of found the papers, evidence quite untraceable. Richmond's got a chance, hope he don't appeal. Corrupt decisions, heavyweight, can't make it light as a meal. You got dirt on you, hope you ready for the heat. In the state they go to trial, feel your defeat. Sure man, little dick syndrome, what's your game? Turtle Boy, why you gotta bring the shame? Cause you don't wanna hear you say trigger no more. Why'd you really get fired from your job for sure? Sure man, little dick syndrome, what's your game? Turtle Boy, why you gotta bring the shame? Cause you don't wanna hear you say trigger no more. Why'd you really get fired from your job? Cause he's a fraud, a scrub, then in a scrub now. Got a bunch of skeletons, can't even take a bow. Turtle Boy chilling in the Hairy Man Motel, hourly rates available, fake tales to sell. Yeah. Yo, it's time we rise and speak the truth. No more blind eye. We ain't shaming, we're claiming all the pain bottled inside. Yeah. Are we shaming the man, not believing his cries, telling stories so raw like darkness in disguise? Alex stands bold, he's worn the scars on his chest, but the world just keeps on spinning, forgetting the rest. Riding on fumes, the haters all caught in a lie. Silencing survivors, can't believe what you deny. Stand united, rise against this fool. We won't bow down to the shame. No remorse, no remorse. Break the silence, let's amplify the scream, scream, scream. Together we won't falter, united in this dream, dream, yeah. Dream. Ray from Dallas, dressed like a sheep in the herd. You prayed on Alex, man, let's spread the word. Yeah. Supported by the wicked, you hiding your lies, but your dirty actions, yo, we exposed to the skies. Will the glare of Uncle Debbie, you're sick in the mind. Keep spreading that hatred, but we're leaving you behind. Jessica Machado, professing her hate for those standing strong, girl, you just suffocate, suffocate. Time to dismantle the game, take back the power. These abuses won't hide in the dark hour. United we stand to strengthen the crowd, calling out the predators, we yelling it loud. Stand up, stand united, rise against this force. We won't bow down to the shame. No remorse, no remorse. Break the silence, let's amplify the scream, scream, scream. Together we won't falter, united in this dream. So let's gather the truth, hold tight to the flame. No more shame on survivors, we're rewriting the game. If you stand with Alex, man, let your voice rise against Turtleboy and the lies. Let's shatter the skies. We rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. United, we're ready to fight, yeah. The end of the silence in the long night. Stand up, stand united, rise against this force. Yo, it's time to call it out. No more hiding behind the screen. Turtleboy twisted, got us caught up in the scene. Yeah, you sent them pics, you twisted, played the father role, but behind that mask, we see your heart's not whole. John O'Keefe's crew, you got no regard of spiral. Witness intimidation, it's like you're trying to build a trial. Illegal wiretaps, yeah, we know the threats you weave. Stalking women's shadows, man, it's hard to believe. You clowning on the gram, but it's all for the likes. But behind the laughter, all I hear are the spikes. You think it's loyalty? Nah, it's willful blind.
We back. Thank you those that stuck with me for all this time. I just got to get them watch hours together. Hollywood Squares, man, I came across this over on Instagram. Have to check this out.
Some might call them turtle dick riders, dick suckers, grifters, liars, and frauds. They sold their soul for a few super chats and a shout out.
I love that one. Y'all get the sound right? Let's continue.
Because I am a spineless, dickless shell of a man that refused to take responsibility, I sent them out to hurt innocent people on my behalf. I sent them on a mission. Attack anyone talking about the fact that I recorded Karen illegally without her knowledge. And because they are weak, shallow retards just looking for a place to fit in, they accepted the challenge. They knew the truth but did it anyway. They still do it 6 months later. Let's meet the squad! The YouTube grifters that love the tiny turtle dick! Yeah!
Hello, my name is William Henry Lang, aka The Glare. I am an official member of the Turtle Dick Squad. I am a liar, a cheater, a wife and child beater, a greaser, and skeezer. I love the tiny turtle dick. I purposefully turned my back on Karen when she reached out for help. I still perpetuate the lies. Also, I love Mexican Jordans. Shout out to Este.
Hello, my name is Nurse Kim. I am an official member of the Turtle Dick Squad. I am a mother and a medical professional, but I still chose to bully and attack mentally disturbed people because I love me some tiny turtle diak. Yeah!
I heard Joyce a little more than that over on the Minahan show.
Hello, my name is Auntie Deb, official member of the Turtle Dick Squad. All right, let's get this show started. I'm feeling the energy in this room. Let's make some noise.
My name is Kari Bradshaw from Dallas. I am an unofficial member of the Turtle Dick Squad, Hood Booger Edition. I hate women. I hate working. But I can suck that turtle dick like it owes me fucking money. Chauvin, 7-1.
Hello, my name is Reddy Thomas, unofficial wannabe member of the Turtle Dick Squad, 6-string edition. I too love me some tiny fucking turtle diak. Yeehaw! Hello, my name is Brockback Baker, unofficial wannabe member of the Turtle Dick Squad, 6-string edition. I love making these rolls and building with these colorful bricks. What should we make?
My name is Jessica Machoto. I am an unofficial member of the Turtle Dick Squad, the Lesbians We Fucking Love edition. My job is to pretend to leak turtle dick information to scam and grift my followers. I pretend to keep my hands clean, but not my ass. Shoo-wee!
Hey, Chris, if you're listening, call me.
We gotta run that back.
Is A. Timothy Kearney. You may know me as Turtleboy. If you really know me, you call me Dick Smack, Stalker, Douche Canoe, Grifting Cunt, and Fraud Daddy. We are here today to introduce my squad. Some might call them Turtle Dick Riders, Dick Suckers, Grifters, Liars, and Frauds. They sold their soul for a few super chats and a shout out. Because I am a spineless, dickless shell of a man that refused to take responsibility, I sent them out to hurt innocent people on my behalf. I sent them on a mission. Attack anyone talking about the fact that I recorded Karen illegally without her knowledge. And because they are weak, shallow retards just looking for a place to fit in, they accepted the challenge. They knew the truth but did it anyway. They still do it 6 months later. Let's meet the squad! The YouTube grifters that love the tiny turtle dick! Yeah!
Hello, my name is William Henry Lang, aka The Glare. I am an official member of the Turtle Dick Squad. I am a liar, a cheater, a wife and child beater, a greaser, and skeezer. I love the tiny turtle dick. I purposefully turned my back on Karen when she reached out for help. I still perpetuate the lies. Also, I love Mexican Jordans. Shout out to Este.
Hello, my name is Nurse Kim. I am an official member of the Turtle Dick Squad. I am a mother and a medical professional, but I still chose to bully and attack mentally disturbed people because I love me some tiny turtle diak. Yeah!
Hello, my name is Auntie Deb, official member of the Turtle Dick Squad. All right, let's get this show started. I'm feeling the energy in this room. Let's make some noise.
My name is Kari Bradshaw from Dallas. I am an unofficial member of the Turtle Dick Squad, Hood Booger Edition. I hate women. I hate working. But I can suck that turtle dick like it owes me fucking money. Chauvin, 7-1.
Hello, my name is Reddy Thomas, unofficial wannabe member of the Turtle Dick Squad, 6-string edition. I too love me some tiny fucking turtle diak. Yeehaw! Hello, my name is Brockback Baker, unofficial wannabe member of the Turtle Dick Squad, 6-string edition. I love making these rolls and building with these colorful bricks. What should we make?
My name is Jessica Machoto. I am an unofficial member of the Turtle Dick Squad, the Lesbians We Fucking Love edition. My job is to pretend to leak turtle dick information to scam and grift my followers. I pretend to keep my hands clean, but not my ass. Shoo-wee!
Hey, Chris, if you're listening, call me.
And boy, oh boy, Chris the bartender right over at the Boston Omni, the tails on the devils in the background. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, live chat should be on. Yeah, let me see. I'm getting it. Had me saggy jeans, white face comments. Baker had me at saggy jeans, white face comment. Someone please get the story from the Omni. Yes, it's working now. It might be the weather and stuff, like things just been going crazy all morning, but all them technical things, not sure. You know, it kind of takes me a minute to figure all this out. But I believe it is working now. But how about that edition of Hollywood freaking Squares, man? Friggin' that was friggin' awesome. Yes, we talked about the movie with compelling pitches. I don't see compelling pitches, you know, putting any money into this freaking guy. You know, I don't see them putting any money into this guy at all. Turtleboy didn't get an acquittal letter. You know what? You know what I found crazy? I think we watched it the other day about you know, all the disgusting things that Ray from Dallas had said, and now Ray from Dallas wants to play the victim. Now Ray from Dallas wants to play the friggin' victim, man.
He's a fucking goober loser. Just done with these motherfuckers. That piece of shit fucking loser DJ. I'm so sick of pretending that guy was cool. He's a fucking goober loser. And Bia, shame on you. I know you want attention. I know you want to be on a YouTube show. You're slumming it, girl.
That's uncalled for. That's uncalled for, buddy. Come on, Aiden, man. And the only reason he filled up the Wilbur, I think, because people thought Karen would be there.
You just start your own fucking channel. Go on BLT something. That guy's a fucking weirdo, in case you can't tell. And I'm just done with these motherfuckers. That piece of shit fucking loser DJ. I'm so sick of pretending that guy was.
All right, people in the chat. And then later on, the replay section. What do you think about what he said about the DJ? I mean, but I gotta say, man, truth and transparency was on the fundraiser. Great. Truth and transparency brings a lot of knowledge to the table, and it goes against this guy. Like I said, be careful who you make friends with, man. And that's why I say I can't have no friends in a movement. If I'm gonna talk about shit, I can't have no friends here. You know, you can't expect to be friends with these people. Well, we here talking about it, and that's why we here, because you lost your power. So salute to you. I hope you hit the subscribe button. That's the only cost. You know, hit the subscribe button, and then later on you want to make a donation. You know, you want to help me out on Cashapp, but really, just hit the subscribe button, man. That's all I ask you people to do. You know, that's all I ask. Is that a lot? Am I asking for a lot? Am I asking for a lot? So let's see. Let's see what else the coward had to say. No, that one's just a picture, huh? Let's see what else the coward had to say.
Well, I'm not. I'm not standing behind him. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this.
Now, once you start attacking me, that means that you're standing behind him.
It's important to know who the accused. I certainly don't have any proof. I wonder who would possibly have the motive. Who?
Yeah, the service ain't too good right now. Maybe I could shut some of these boxes we have open here.
Who could possibly be doing stuff? Who would do that? Who would do such a thing? I don't know. I don't know anyone like that. You know, made an account of the new girl. Girl I'm seeing, right? Or, you know, like, yeah, like decided to figure out where she worked or who her sister was, or post a picture of her sister with
service is kind of
sister with her kids, or do anything like that. I certainly don't have any proof.
Yeah. Listen up, it's time to talk.
Service is kind
No more hiding behind lies. Let's take a walk. Can't take much more, your bullshit gets old. You claim you're an award winner, but your heart's ice cold. Fraud and deception, that's your playbook, my dude. Stuffing ballot boxes, you're just stealing the mood. You're not a journalist, nah, you're just a blogger. Wanna be on top, but you're playing the wrong card here. Change the game, now you flip the script. More despicable every day, got your whole life flipped. Turtleboy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth tells, cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. Turtleboy, you made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Turtleboy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. The baker broke and he stands tall. Ain't that the truth? Locked in the battle with the heart of gold. Got proof, Down syndrome. Never a reason to attack. You act like a coward hiding in your own whack. You call it journalism, but I see through your game. Pathetic little loser, you should be ashamed. Turn the mirror, see the monster that you grown. Can't wash the dirt, it's forever on your throne. Turtleboy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Turtleboy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Standing with Aiden, Kate the will, no thanks. You're marching down a path where nobody gives thanks. Ray from Dallas into McHale, recruit too. Associate to mess with nothing good to pursue. Shirley Max, we heard the toughest cries, mama's pain, but you drowned them all out, left them lost in the rain. You created the shit you're sitting in now. The world ain't your playground, so take a bow. Can we keep it real? Let's break it down clear. You're not even close to the truth, you just disappear. So hold your breath, think about what you've done. Living in your fantasy, but you're weighing a ton. No applause for the fraud, no crown for the fool. This is from your boy, let the truth be the tool. We can't take much more, and neither should you. Time to face the truth, it's the least you can do. Shut it down, Turtleboy, let the real ones rise. This the gritty anthem, no more disguise. Turtleboy,
There was a parking ban.
All right, in all seriousness, people, one last thing to go. People up here on the East Coast, I'll come back on a little bit later. But before we get anything else today, I want to take a minute for a real life PSA, public service announcement, because the weather out there is no joke, right? And not everybody has somebody checking in on them. There's a lot of people out there right now with no power, no heat, and nobody nearby to make sure they're okay, right? Nobody to check on these people, right? So, and that includes some of our most vulnerable neighbors in some of these areas, the elderly population, people that live alone, folks that don't have family close by, So if you're listening to this and you're warm, you're safe, you're connected, you have the internet, just take a second and think about the people who might not be. Maybe a quick telephone call, a knock on your neighbor's door. Hey, are you good over there? Just checking on, Mr. Aussie across the street, or Mr. Webster down the road. I mean, it takes 30 seconds and it could literally save a life. I mean, if you're someone out there struggling through this weather alone and you're listening to this stream or you catch the replay, we're sending you love, we're sending you strength and every good thought. We don't want to forget anybody. So I want people in this chat to look out for each other, check on your neighbors, check on your elders, check on the people who don't always ask for help. Even that grouchy neighbor next door. Community isn't just a hashtag, I think it's what we do for each other when things get tough. You know what I mean? So get into the snow, help everyone out. You know me, I appreciate every one of you. I was Ray from Dallas Booster. I need to change phone in my Jeep. Shout out to you, and we don't hold nothing against you for that Ray from Dallas screen name. Aiden, why? I can't go back. I can't go back. Yes, get the subs up. Let's go. We got to get his subs up. Wednesday is perfect time to get them up. Let's go get these subs up. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate every one of y'all, and go back and watch some of, my other episodes. I think there's a lot of good gems that, yeah, sometimes I get lost in the moment, lost in, what I'm talking about, but I think the chat keeps me, going. I think the previous name was Ray from Dallas Booster. Right here, I think it said it. How about JFK? Got everyone going about that damn hat. This is a real shady Boston hat. Now, I know a while ago, back in the day, there was a special edition shady hat, that they put out. And it's a collectible, just like the M&M shoes. They're worth like $150 freaking thousand. But so everybody had to go out and get the hat, right? So you know what it is. No matter what JFK and them guys say, people are gonna run with it. They're gonna do the opposite. Shout out to him, James Jackson. Appreciate everybody. We're gonna vibe out with a little bit of music. A big shout out to the Eddie O'Brien family. We had Adi in the chat, and Adi's agreeing to talk behind the scenes. I wonder how that will play out. you know, but we're gonna vibe out for a minute, you know, listen to some tunes. Let's see. Yeah, so you know, you got JFK that has something going on. You know, go see what he's talking about. Shout out to him. I don't watch other people's I don't like to watch other people's content because at the end of the day, if they want to, they can copyright strike you for especially listening to their live content. Well, let's play list. Give me a second.
Journalist. Nah, you're just a blogger. Wanna be on top, but you're playing the wrong card here. Change the game, now you flip the script. More despicable. Listen up, it's time to talk. No more hiding behind lies. Let's take a walk. Can't take much more, your bullshit gets old. You claim you're an award winner, but your heart's ice cold. Fraud and deception, that's your playbook, my dude. Stuffing ballot boxes, you're just stealing the mood. You're not a journalist, nah, you're just a blogger. Wanna be on top, but you're playing the wrong card here. Change the game, now you flip the script. More despicable, every day got your whole life flipped. Turtle boy, you see through the mask you wear. Truth still cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. Turtle boy, you made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Turtle boy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. Turtle boy, you made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. If Baker broke and he stands tall, ain't that the truth? Locked in the battle with the heart of gold. Got proof, Down syndrome, never a reason to attack. You act like a coward hiding in your own whack. You call it journalism, but I see through your game. Pathetic little loser, you should be ashamed. Turn the mirror, see the monster that you grown. Can't wash the dirt, it's forever on your throne. Turtle boy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Turtle boy, we see through the mask you wear. Truth cutting deep like a knife, it ain't fair. You made this mess, you drown in your lies, only you to blame. It's reflected in your cries. Standing with Aiden, Kate, the will, no thanks. You're marching down a path where nobody gives thanks. Ray from Dallas into McHale, recruit too. Associate to mess with nothing good to pursue. Shirley Max, we heard the toughest cries, mama's pain, but you drowned them all out, left them lost in the rain. You created the shit you're sitting in now. The world ain't your playground, so take a bow. Can we keep it real? Let's break it down clear. You're not even close to the truth, you just disappear. So hold your breath, think about what you've done. Living in your fantasy, but you're weighing a ton. No applause for the fraud, no crown for the fool. This is from your boy, let the truth be the tool. We can't take much more, and neither should you. Time to face the truth. Yeah. Hey yo, it's time to get real. The streets are buzzing. Free Karen Reed, watch the fire, no bluffing. Critics out, yeah, they loud, but we ain't backing down. Let's shed light on those wearing the crown. Step into the scene, enter Aiden Kearney, aka Turtleboy, thoughts kinda dirty. Rolling deep with misfits, you know, like Will the Glera. Claims he's tough, but that ain't a real player. Beating on his kid, man, that's a red alert. No cap, no lie, dude, you need to revert. Let's talk about the truth, let's keep it real. Clara's got a history that's hard to conceal. Turtle Boy trolls.
Yeah, fuck all that up bad. Damn, I screwed that all up. Now I gotta find it. But yeah, appreciate everybody, man. Thank you. And we'll catch you all on the next one.
We living in a storm. You feel the heat. Cease and desist, the letters drop on the concrete.
Yeah, how many times they served them, count the notes again. Phone again, say hi, yeah, we know the names cause they tend to pull that paper quick. It's a game they play, Palazzo, Murray, Braga, lawsuit on the way. Lawyer up cause the guilty got the shadiest moves. Hiding behind they titles while they take off they shoes.
Cease and desist, coming down like a fist. Teachers preaching right, but man, they don't get it. Keep it real on the podcast, we point the light. Show the world the truth, ain't no hiding from sight. Yo, Billy, don't you have some makeup to put on? Head into the shower room, but where's the truth gone? Anna Maria, what a tale to throw around. Social media buzzing, watch the drama resound. Sleeping around campus, are you set to teach? What example you setting your message out of reach? Man, teachers doing wrong, they get them on replay. Billy's game is so weak, send her back to the play. Predatory instincts, what's the lesson to learn? You think the tables turn when it's your turn to burn. Cease and desist, coming down like a fist. Teachers preaching right, but man, they don't get it. Keep it real on the podcast, we pouring the light. Show the world the truth, ain't no hiding from sight. Yo, cease and desist, coming down like a fist. Teachers preaching right, but man, they don't get it. Keep it real on the podcast, we pouring the light. Show the world the truth, ain't no hiding from sight.
Yo, special man with a word like restraining orders. One for his own daughter, ain't doing this. Supporters another level low, where morals just drift. Parenting's a skill, man, you missed that gift. It's a cycle of hurt, but he don't even see the damage that he does when you lack empathy.
Teachers should uplift, nurture and inspire, but we see the shadows and they rise ever higher. Look closely, don't ignore the cries of the youth. We gotta stand together, gotta fight for the truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cease and desist, echo through the halls they roam, but the truth won't be silenced from the kids finding home. It's a call to be better, let the past fall away. Pawn again, say hi, let them know we're here to stay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Turtle boy, don't get scared now. Just drop the truth, lay it all down. Turtle boy, what's the word? Lose your job as a teacher, man, was it absurd? PDFs and papers all scattered on the floor. Heard you were a perv, coaching soccer, now you bored. Resigning the blogging, that's a laughable scene. Lana went over the evidence, truth's really clean. Cries Grove, tangled up in claims, dangling in the air. Hope he don't appeal, but the state ain't gonna care.
Short man, little dick syndrome, causing all the fuss. We don't wanna hear you say trigger to us. Why'd you really get fired from your job? Huh? Cause you're a fraud, then now no problem.
Perryman Motel, cash on demand, hourly rates available, that's the brand. Sewer Turtle and the Sewer Squad, can't we keep it real? This is your reminder, no chance to conceal. They whisper Turtle Boy, living in the lies. Heart of the city, yo, it's all in their eyes.
Turtle boy, you claim to be something you're not. But deception's the game, man, taking shots at the plot. Caught in the web of your own fake ideals. Guess you thought your charm could seal all the deals. Turtle boy, what's your name? Trying to hide behind nostalgia, but it's all so lame. I see you living in the shadows of your past fights. This is for you, written down on sleepless nights.
Keep it real, don't act like you're the kingpin. Frauds don't last long, better off in the bin. So Turtle Boy, remember where you once were. From teaching kids to heavy blog posts, that's the blur.
So Turtle Boy, don't get scared of the truth, lay bare. Face the music, hit your knees, breathe in the air. This is the hip-hop, not the tale we bring. Rhyme it all out, Turtle Boy, hear the truth sting.
They only respect the violence, that's how it goes.
Yeah. They only respect the violence. That's how it goes.
Yeah. cut you on the phone, man, that's how they roll. Real ones moving silent, never let it be told. If you don't walk like a gangster, better check your stride. The test your metal quick, won't let it slide. Talking slick, better watch for the knife. Cause if you a rap, think it's cool, nah, that's not life. Young ones lurking, face got ripped up, it's karma. Toughest one you know when tears call in for mama. Heart's cold when life's given by your honor. Means your ticket's marked in a little ass cell, yeah. In this game, respect is violence. Watch your step on this route, cats doing life for a little ass sale. There's no doubt. Super Bowl counting in max years gold. Time run slow. Rule number one, choose your comrades, let the real one show. In this game, respect is violence. Watch your step on this route, cats doing life for a little ass sale. There's no doubt. Super Bowl counting in max years gold. Time run slow. Rule number one, choose your comrades, let the real one show. Punks wanna turn you out, sneak thieves out to learn. Watch your move close, cause they'll be quick to burn. Playing your exit smartly, take everything you got. CEOs wanna test your nerves, didn't let it rot. They were chumps in high school, trying to be tough now. It's survival of the fittest, you get lost in the crowd. That dude you call friend might flip like a switch. Check his file, man, before you let him in your pitch, you feel me? Got the shadows lurking at your back, trust is a luxury. In this life full of cracks, find out now, cause later's a dangerous phase. In this concrete jungle, it's amazing array. In these games, it's fine, watch your step on this route. Cats doing life for a little ass sale, there's no doubt. Super Bowl counting in max years gold. Time run slow, rule number one, choose your comrades, let the real one show. In this game, respect the violence, watch your step on this route. Cats doing life for a little ass sale, there's no doubt. Super Bowl counting in max years gold. Time run slow, rule number one, choose your comrades, let the real one show. Survival's the name, if you don't watch your lane. The only thing they respect is the feelings of pain. So keep your circle tight and your eyes on the ground. In this life, there's no mercy when the real comes around.
Yo, they only respect the violence, that's how it goes.
Yeah, they only respect the violence. That's how it goes. Yeah. Cut you on the phone, man, that's how they roll. Real ones moving silent, never let it be told. If you don't walk like a gangster, better check your stride. The test your metal quick, won't let it slide. Talking slick, better watch for the knife. Cause if you a rap, think it's cool, nah, that's not life. Young ones lurking, face got ripped up, it's karma. Toughest one you know when tears call in for mama. Heart's cold when life's given by your honor. Means your ticket's marked in a little ass cell, yeah. In this game, respect is violence. Watch your step on this route, cats doing life for a little ass sale, there's no doubt. Super Bowl counting in max years gold. Time run slow, rule number one, choose your comrades, let the real one show. In this game, respect the violence, watch your step on this route. Cats doing life for a little ass sale, there's no doubt. Super Bowl counting in max years gold. Time run slow, rule number one, choose your comrades, let the real one show. Punks wanna turn you out, sneak thieves out to learn. Watch your move close, cause they'll be quick to burn. Playing your exit smartly, take everything you got. CEOs wanna test your nerves, didn't let it rot. They were chumps in high school, trying to be tough now. It's survival of the fittest, you get lost in the crowd. That dude you call friend might flip like a switch. Check his file, man, before you let him in your pitch, you feel me? Got the shadows lurking at your back, trust is a luxury. In this life full of cracks, find out now, cause later's a dangerous phase. In this concrete jungle, it's amazing array. In these games, it's fine, watch your step on this route. Cats doing life for a little ass sale, there's no doubt. Super Bowl counting in max years gold. Time run slow, rule number one, choose your comrades, let the real one show.
Listen up, we're taking a stand for every survivor. We break the silence on command. Yo, are we condemning the man, painting them with blame, not believing the truth, calling survivors insane? Alex, I stand with you, you're not alone in this fight. We're tearing down the shame, stepping into the light. Predators lurk, they hide in the night. Turtleboy pops up, ready to ignite. Re-traumatizing victims, shaming they past, calling them liars, but this truth's gonna last. We rise up, we stand united in the fight. Against the evil, through the dark, we bring the light. No more silence, it's time to break the chains. For every survivor, we'll expose the pain. Yeah, Melanie Little, stop backing so proud, bragging about the fortune, got your head in the cloud. You supported Ray from Dallas, what's the deal? How you still stand with him after all the survivors appeal? You said you fight back, but where's your support? Grifting on their backs, how do you report? Deceptions in the shadows, hiding what's true, we're calling you out. It's time to break through. This is for the children who suffer in silence, for the ones who got lost in the cycles of violence. Stand up together, break the spell of the weak, we're done with the silence. United we rise up, we stand united in the fight. Will the glare or Uncle Debbie too? Mental instability, it's time to see it through. Jessica Machado, your hatred for Nan's clear. You hide behind your anger, it's time we persevere. Raised dressed like a sheep, but he's hunting no kin. A wolf in disguise, but we'll never give in. This fight ain't over, we're rising like flames. For every survivor, we're calling out names.
We rise, we shout against all the lies. No more stigma, no more alibis. Stand with us, hear every survivor's decree. Against the predators, we'll stand strong and free. We rise up. We rise up. We rise up. We rise up.
Listen up. We're taking a stand for every survivor. We break the silence on command.
Yo, they only respect the violence, that's how it goes.
Yeah. They only respect the violence. That's how it goes.
Yeah. Cut you on the phone, man, that's how they roll. Real ones moving silent, never let it be told. If you don't walk like a gangster, better check your stride. The test your metal quick, won't let it slide. Talking slick, better watch for the knife. Cause if you a rat, think it's cool, nah, that's not life. Young ones lurking, face got ripped up, it's karma. Toughest one you know when tears call in for mama. Heart's cold when life's given by your honor. Means your ticket's marked in a little ass cell, yeah.
In this game, respect is violence. Watch your step on this route, cats doing life for a little ass sale, there's no doubt. Super Bowl, counting in max, years go, time run slow. Rule number one, choose your commerce, let the real one show. In this game, respect the violence, watch your step on this route. Cats doing life for a little ass sale, there's no doubt. Super Bowl, counting in max, years go, time run slow. Rule number one, choose your commerce, let the real one show.
Punks wanna turn you out, sneak thieves out to learn. Watch your move close, cause they'll be quick to burn. Playing your exit smartly, take everything you got. CEOs wanna test your nerves, didn't let it rot. They were chumps in high school, trying to be tough now. It's survival of the fittest, you get lost in the crowd. That dude you call friend might flip like a switch. Check his file, man, before you let him in your pitch, you feel me?
Got the shadows lurking at your back. Trust is a luxury in this life full of cracks. Find out now, cause later's a dangerous phase. In this concrete jungle, it's amazing array. In these games, it's fine. Watch your step on this route. Cats doing life for a little ass sale, there's no doubt. Super Bowl, counting in max, years go, time run slow. Rule number one, choose your commerce, let the real one show.
In this game, respect the violence, watch your step on this route. Cats doing life for a little ass sale, there's no doubt. Super Bowl, counting in max, years go, time run slow. Rule number one, choose your commerce, let the real one show. Survival's the name if you don't watch your lane.